Hello friends, today I am going to tell you how to activate Palo Alto Firewall license. These are the steps I have put here for activating the Palo Alto Firewall license. You will have to follow this one by one. And I tell you, first you will have to request for the license to the support vendor or the Palo Alto vendor. They will send you the box or the VM for which you have asked for the license, and they will provide you the authorization code and authentication code over the email. After getting this license or getting the authorization code, you will have to create the account on the Palo Alto support portal. This is the URL. You can just put this into the your browser, support.paloaltonetwork.com. You will get this page. After that, you will have to create the user account here. After creating the account, you will have to sign in on this portal. But when you will be creating the account, you will have to provide these informations like what is the name of the user who is creating the account or for which you are creating the account. Username will be providing, you will have to provide here. What is your designation in the company, what is the company address, and what is your phone number, mobile number, contact number, and your postal code, and what is your email address. This type of information you will have to provide. After providing this information, you will get a email from the Palo Alto support portal. You will have to verify that one. After that, you can log in into the support portal. You will have to visit on this page once again. After creating the account, you just have to sign in. After sign in, you will have to register your device. How you can do it? Let me show you. You will get this option on the dashboard. When you will log in into the support portal, you will get this type of page. Means dashboard, you can say. In the dashboard, you will get the register a device option. If you are not getting on here this option, you can navigate to the left side. There will be a this option. You just have to find out this option. Where is this available? Mostly this will be available on the dashboard on the left side. You will have to click on this option, register a device. After clicking on this, it will show you this page, register device using serial number or authorization code. You just have to click on the next button. After clicking on next, you will get this page. You will have to provide the serial number of the device. After that, you will have to provide a device name like a PA220 and 450, whatever the device you are using in your company. You just have to provide a model name here. This is just for the reference. Like you are using a 450, you will have to provide a 450. Otherwise, you can also use different one, but generally we use the same model name we provide here. If we have the 450, we will provide here 450 primary. If we are using in the HA, we will have two boxes. For the secondary, we can provide here secondary name. First option is for the serial number. Second option for the device name. Tag option, you can leave it as it is. After that, you will get this page. You can skip this page, or you can click on the run day one configuration. That will ask for the general information. It will be asked to you. You will have to provide that one. After that, you will have to navigate to the asset button, assets. After clicking on the assets, you will get this type of page. In the assets, there will be a device option. You will have to click on the device. After clicking on the device, you will get all the devices, whatever devices you have registered in the support portal. All the devices will be showing here. Whatever the device you want to activate the license, you just have to click on this edit button. Like for the PA220 we are doing it, I will have to click on the edit button over here. This is a PA220. I will click on this. Then I will have to provide the activate auth code. Authorization code I will have to provide, which I received from the Palo Alto support portal or from the vendor. I will provide it. Authorization code I will put it here. After that, I will click on the agree and submit. Then this page will appear to you. You can see this type of page. Here you can see the expiry date of the license, like for the threat prevention. You can see here this is a 220. This is expiring on the 19 Feb 220. For the PanDB means database URL filtering. You can see here this will also expire on the 19 Feb. You can see if you want to download the license file, you can download it. Then what we can do two things. We can activate the license manually by using authorization code. We can upload the license file and we can retrieve the license in the firewall. Just I can show you live. This is my firewall. Here you can see in the, if you have the new device, first you will have to check if the DNS is getting resolved or not. Suppose I am taking SSH of this firewall. Let's see. Sorry, I open the putty. I think I will have to download this one, or I can take the remote control of my RDP system where I have hosted this VM. This is my VM. I log in here. This is already logged in. This is my management IP 192.168.1.42. I will check if the DNS is getting resolved. I will ping to google.com. You can see Google is pinging. If Google is not pinging, what you have to do here, you just have to go on the device option, setup, and you will have to put the DNS interface service. You can see here, you can provide the DNS, primary DNS and secondary DNS. You can just put here 8.8.8.8, and also you can put here 1.1.1.1. That is a Cloudflare DNS. This is a public DNS. So after that, what I will do, I will go on the license option. Here you can see this is a license option. We have a few things here. You can deactivate the VM. You can upgrade. You don't have to click here. Manually upload the license. You can just download the license from the support portal and you can upload using this option. After that, you have the option to activate the license using the authorization code. You can also use this one. Third option is that you can retrieve the license. This is a first option, not a third option. You can retrieve the license you have if you have registered your device into the Palo Alto support portal. I will just click on this one. You just have to wait here for few seconds till the time my license did not get registered. If you have a doubt, any license related, you can just visit to our WhatsApp link. I will put the WhatsApp link in the video link. You can see, let me refresh the page. Oh, I think it's refreshing the services. Let's see. If I am going here, you can see this is asking for logging me again. Admin, admin. Sorry, I had changed my password earlier. Let me log in here. It's not logging. I think my device is rebooted. So after rebooting the device, it will take some time to log in here. If I will put my password again and again. It will not take the password. We just have to wait here. Admin, let me try once again. Okay, it's showing incorrect. If you are logging your device first time, it your admin and password will be the admin. This is the default username and password admin. After putting the correct password, it will ask you to change the password. You just have to change the password, then you can log in into the device and you can do the further process. Your management server will reboot here. You can see here, master started successfully. Let me log in if I can log in here. Admin. Okay. We just have to wait here for few minutes. If you have any query related to the license or any another configuration, you can just visit to our WhatsApp link or you can visit to our Telegram link. You can join that one and you can directly ask any of the question related to the Palo Alto and FortiGate, whatever the things and whatever the configuration you are doing in your network. Link I tell you, link will be https t.me. This is my Telegram link. Let me try to log in. It's not taking, I think. Okay. This is again asking me to change the password, but I had already changed the password. So let me try with the default one. I just put here admin and admin. I am changing my password here. Sorry, I will have to do this activity once again. I have put the wrong password. Admin, admin. First, you have to put here old password. That is admin. Now I will change my password and now I will confirm the password. Now I will run one command show interface management. IP is the same 1.42. Okay, I got this page. I got the console now. Let me log in here, admin. I'll show you if the license is activated. You can see here my license is activated now. We can see the PAVM. This is uh, date issued date. You can see here expire date is never. DNS security license, you can see all the licenses here now. SD-WAN also activated. You can see. You just have to click on the retrieve license after registering your device. These are the steps I show you once again. You have to first request for the license to the Palo Alto. They will send you the license on your email ID, authorization code they will send you. After that, you just have to create the user account on the Palo Alto support portal. You can see the username. Sorry, not a username. You just have to put some information here like a company name, what is your designation, what's the company address, what's the states, and this kind of information you will have to provide. After creating the account, you just have to log in your account. After logging into the support portal, you just have to click on the register portal. After click on the register, you just have to click on the next page, sorry, next button. After clicking on next, you just have to provide the device name. Sorry, not a, yes, correct. Device name, whatever the device you have, like a PA820, PA450, PA32 series you are using, what kind of device you are using in your company. You just have to define here and you will have to provide the serial number of the device here. After that, you can skip it. After that, you just have to go to the asset, then device. You can simply see your device here that will be showing here. After registering the device, you just have to click on the edit button. On the edit button, it will ask you to provide the authorization code. Authorization code you will provide. You can see the activate auth code. Auth code will be provided by the Palo Alto support portal. And here you can see after activating the license, expiry date you can see here, authorization code you have provided. After that, it will ask you to agree and submit. You will agree. After clicking on the agree and submit, you will see this information. It will show you the license expiry date. In this image, you can see this is a 220. In your case, that will be a different ID. Sorry, different expiry date. And from here you can download the here you will see the download option to download the license. This is a action tab, might be this is a different image, different type of it showing. So but like this icon you will get this option to download the license file. You can download the license file to activate the license into the firewall, or also you can use the authentication code. You can see activate auth code. By this, you can also activate your firewall. Also, you can use the retrieve license. This is the best practice. You can activate your license using the support portal. If you want to deactivate, you can do it, but you don't require to deactivate the license. If you have any doubt, any kind of doubt related to this video, you can just simply comment or you can join our WhatsApp group. I will put the link into the comment box or in the description. You can join from there and you can directly ask any of the question related to the Palo Alto, related to the FortiGate configuration, any of the question you have. Thanks for watching this.